All right, hey again, everyone. I'm Craig Galbraith, Editorial Director with Channel Futures and Channel Partners. Looking so forward to the Channel Partners Conference and Expo and co-located MSP Summit coming up in Las Vegas, November 1st through the 4th. Pleased to be joined today by Alicia Bowling. Alicia is Dell Expert Network Program Manager. Alicia, how are you today?
I'm good, Craig. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely excited to talk about Dell Expert Network today. So a lot of folks in our audience are familiar with Dell Expert Network, and then some aren't. Maybe they're getting it confused with the Dell Partner Program. So how do the two differ?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really prevalent question. That's probably the number one asked question that I get when talking to customers. The main difference is going to be how the partner interacts with Dell in terms of their end users and how they transact with us. So our Dell Partner Program has been around for a long time, and I would be shocked if people haven't heard of it before. So that is the traditional channel program where you're procuring equipment from Dell on behalf of your end user. Typically, there's some form of markup involved in that, and then you would resell that to your end user. And we've seen a bit of a shift in the market where we have more MSPs who are coming in and want to do more of a direct business. They don't want to get into the reselling model. They're seeing diminishing returns on markups and margins. So they find it's easier to transact directly. And so the Dell Expert Network was created out of that need, seeing that shift in the market and wanting to provide a dedicated program for those MSPs who still bring a large value to Dell in terms of recommending our products to their end users, but don't want to be involved in the purchasing and reselling of equipment. So that's the main difference in the bottom line of the two programs. So the Dell Expert Network is kind of a package of benefits and incentives and support from the Dell Direct team to make sure that the MSP is still involved in all of the steps of their end users' purchase and transaction, and then we reward them for recommending Dell hardware over other competitors.
All right, very cool, very cool. So Alicia, what are some of the biggest issues facing the MSPs you were just talking about in the Dell Expert Network?
Yeah, so I guess here we'll talk about the elephant in the room, which is the supply chain. It's a conversation I have a million times a day, right? And it's something that Dell and I'm sure every other, supplier right now is working tirelessly in the back end to kind of get in front of and get ahead of. And I don't claim to have the answers in dealing with that. I think I may be a millionaire if I did have those answers. But what I can tell you is that helping that problem in the Dell Expert Network are a large sales force that we have directly that helps these MSPs on a day-to-day basis. So once you enroll in the Dell Expert Network, you are assigned to a dedicated account manager who's based in either Nashville, Tennessee, and Round Rock, Texas. And while they don't manufacture computers and can't create monitors out of thin air, they can help you kind of navigate that supply chain landscape right now. And instead of you spending hours online doing your own research and clicking a million pages on our web page to see what's in stock or when it's going to come in stock, you can go to that account manager that you have and say, this is what my end user is needing, this is the ideal configuration, this is when they need to have it in-house and set up, and they can help you navigate that landscape to give you a real time view of what our stock options are. And we may not have X format, but we may have Y. That's as close as we can get you in the time frame, and kind of help take that burden off of the MSP of doing that discovery and having those account managers there to hold their hand through it and walk them through what our options are.
Hugely helpful, absolutely. All right, so I mentioned Channel Partners Conference and Expo and co-located MSP Summit coming up here. I mentioned at the beginning of this recording. Just give me a takeaway or two, Alicia, that you want prospective partners that you meet with at the event to walk away with.
Yeah, just please come visit us, booth 953 at the conference, chat with us. We do realize when speaking about the Dell Partner Channel and the Dell Expert Network that there is some gray area for a few MSPs who are in the middle of a transition of being a reseller to moving to be, a full service-based MSP. And that's something that we can walk you through. What does the day-to-day of transacting with Dell look like in those two different programs? And for your for your specific business and what your business goals are, which one would be the best for you, and how you can navigate that landscape with us. So please come visit us at the booth. You can also visit us at dell.com/expert network and connect with me directly. And I'm happy to answer those questions for anyone who's interested.
Some great information. Alicia, looking forward to seeing you at the show, and thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks again, Craig.